CardBroadCast on PL Upward of sPiro versus Sub-Zero. I am Cardboard, and I'm casting today with Brookie.
Hello.
Hello there, Brookie. And the reason we are doing this is because this is Atomic versus Boris, and also Unwitty. On PL Upward of sPiro.
And Alpha and Omega.
Yes, Alpha and Omega, who runs, or at least used to run, the the round robin. The reason we are doing this is because this is Atomic versus
Probably the best thing in the world, for the record.
It is how we know each other. And so let's just quickly introduce the teams. We're going to be starting this demo that we got halfway through the first half, and so we're going to be missing that first part of the match. And so we're just going to introduce the teams before we get started here. First of all, on Sub-Zero, we've got Kairu on Medic, Atomic on Demo, Cog on Heavy, Potato on Soldier, Vita on Scout, Various on NG, Senex on Pyro, Blackened on Sniper, and Admiral Zygron on Spy. And for sPiro, Brookie, do you want to take this?
Sure. We have Ox on Medic, Blue Beefman on Sniper, Alpha and Omega as Engineer, Chase 00 Agent will be Spy, the Boris himself is Heavy, Analog is Scout, Unwitty is Soldier, RDJ is Demo, and Hobbs Esquire is Sniper. Pyro.
Okay, and now let's get ready for this. Okay, Brookie, are you ready?
I am ready. Countdown when ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we've got some pretty standard stuff going out here. sPiro holding up kind of right on this platform. Unwitty going for a jump, putting some pressure, good pressure onto the medic. But he gets out very safely. Didn't really get that much damage out, but just pressure on the medic. And we've got some... The Spy gets... Ooh... Potato going off the cliff there.
I want that seems like it was on purpose, but I can't figure out why.
And Blackened gets the headshot on the on the other sniper. Some good sniping there. Oh, and on Hogs. Blackened doing some work.
He got a body shot on the
Sub-Zero.
Engineer.
Oh, Uber's getting exchanged. The sentry is gone. And it looks like we're going to get this first cap going to Sub-Zero. And Analog just making that little jump to stay on the cliff, off the cliff.
The red medic went down. I wonder how that will affect their hold on second.
They'll have to do some delaying here. Sub-Zero, the blue team, they're going to have something like a 40-50% advantage. And depending on how well the...
yeah, they have about a 60% advantage.
Oh wow, yeah, that is a pretty big advantage. And you just hope that your NG can carry you in that situation. And we've got the cart kind of pushed up to this kind of limit that it's going to get to. Now we're just going to have to wait for the Uber to come in, take out whatever sentry nest they have. Oh, and Vita gets taken out by the rocket of Unwitty.
Blue
comes out
really early.
Really early. Atomic is trying to get in there to get that sentry gun. It's protected by the Wrangler. It does not go down. Oh, and a big stab right onto Boris. Boris may be loved, but he is down for the count.
At least for 20 seconds.
That is a count of some sort.
I suppose. Red medic had to pump at fear of the blue Spy. That was a really
I was
bad
watching
pump.
the wrong Spy there. And there is no one on the cart. Despite the defenses being down, that cart is just kind of ticking down the timer.
You just know that in their mumble there are 3 people screaming, "Get on the cart."
potato, putting out pressure, trying to keep them from building onto their platform. And they do get the cap. Oh, blackened! Taking out Blue Beef Man. I do not know if he is winning the sniper battle, but from what I have seen, he is. And now we've got the sentry built up. And how are we going to see Sub-Zero push in?
Boris is flank Boris. Medic goes down,
Boris.
Mini goes down, NG goes down, everything's down.
That is,
Except for the
Boris
pyro.
is one of the most dynamic heavies in the game that I know of. And of course in that situation there was very little time left for the cap because apparently sPiro had a pretty good cap time.
It was something like 4 minutes,
Yeah,
which implies a roll.
that implies a pretty big roll. So that flank was, yes, it was dangerous, but it was kind of safe from that point of view of how much time was left.
At that point, risks are no longer risks. It's just point plus plus.
Yeah, Blue Beef Man, pretty much topping the board there for red. That implies some pretty strong sniper play. Of course, in a roll, all those points don't mean all that much.
Yeah, sPiro's pick classes, Chase and Blue Beefman have 22 and 25 points each. So, you know, I wonder, you know, how their flank is.
But that was a pretty good push that we saw coming out from Sub-Zero. There was a lot of exposed medics, though, it seemed like. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
just
trying to figure out what Sub-Zero did wrong. I guess without the Sub-Zero defending part of the STV, we can't really tell. Because they didn't really do anything wrong. Most of their pushes were successful.
Yeah, and with that time like that, 4 minutes or something in that range, even anything in like the 6-minute range really is pretty much just perfect push. Something in that vein. Where you just push hard against the other team and you just keep it rolling. So, in the downtime now that we have, let's take a look at hats.
Hats are good.
Okay, I'm looking around for anything interesting. I kind of like this snow scoper that Blackened is wearing. Boris sporting a Viking kind of beard.
Was Boris not half robot last we played with him?
He was running the Russian Machine Never Breaks, that kind of Russian robot.
I liked that look better. You know, he looks all fancy and stuff.
You know, the mechanical Boris felt very Boris. But, you know, however he self-identifies, this is just another way of him expressing his love.
Sure.
And of course, Atomic with his Hustlers thing, and we are readying up.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
I am going to watch this.
I'm trying to
sniper
watch.
action.
I'm trying to watch Alpha on the loadout, but I keep getting distracted by the amount of stuff he has on his face.
Of course, Alpha is going to set up his sentry up in this kind of, I'm not sure what to exactly to call it, the kind of ledge, upper ledge walkway.
Choke?
Choke.
That's not a name often used for it because nobody cares about it, but choke?
Yeah, I kind of would think it's kind of in between a choke and walkway. Is what I would, yeah. And that's, it's a decent spot.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Throwing something a little different.
5, 4, 3,
Right.
2, 1.
I'm gonna watch Blue Spy on
Okay.
the...
And Blackened tries to get Boris lined up in his sights. And looking for that sniper that he sees, and he's going fishing but isn't getting much. And Blue Beefman gets the pick on Atomic. Sub-Zero going out through that
And the
main
Blue
area.
Spy gets the medic.
Oh my god, what a pick. What is Boris going to do? He is going to retreat to the safety of his dispenser and hold in the little corner there.
That's probably the best thing to do once you've lost your Uber.
Yeah, the Uber comes in. And Atomic is taking
Did they
things out.
completely miss the sentry? Like, they just walked right past
It
it.
is such a weird place that maybe they just didn't think about it.
Their spy should have called it out. He saw that.
You know, it's one of those things where maybe you get the Uber, you just focus on what you see. And you're used to looking for the sentry in one place, and it's just not there.
Right. It's a
Sub-Zero
very
making a
unique
good
position.
first push. Of course, getting that med pick helps it a lot. But now they're taking Cliff, asserting their dominance.
Their soldiers on the cart, blocking any pushing. And never mind, he's retreated
No.
since then.
Yeah, he's now up on Cliff. Sub-Zero keeping that 3 times on cart.
Spyro has Uber.
And Admiral Zagron is going to go for that sentry sap, and oh, he narrowly evades some pyro action there. Oh, and it gets the med pick again. Admiral Zagron going huge. We should expect this Uber to come in pretty soon.
Yeah, the demo's here.
They should
He's
just-
being overhealed.
They should get this. They have so many
They're
picks.
popping it right now. There it goes.
Yeah, and there is the sentry. And we are just going to get that. This is a good push. Good push coming out from Sub-Zero.
I wonder how
They're
they're gonna
getting-
roll with this.
Okay, we're going to get Alpha building up in that usual spot on 3. It can be a pretty strong hold. The snipers seem to be doing good work, so that should be a strong hold for them.
Red sniper goes down by a flanking heavy.
Oh, and Boris catches out Cog. Holding up in that kind of, that's a, not really, yeah, so they kind of are giving up 3 a bit here. The
They
sentry's
weren't really
down.
able to hold it. It was such a well done push.
Yeah, and Blackened is
They just had
kinda
to wait for the
when he
carts to
can.
come around.
Yeah, and Boris kind of holding in that drop down. Kind of probably, he was able to get picks though from that position.
At this point, that's really all they need before the zombie
Beefman
fortress
getting
final
Various,
point.
or Various, I'm not sure how to say his name.
Who? Yes.
The NG, who was pushing the cart like a good NG should.
The spy's coming around behind the cart. He gets the scout and the soldier. Good for him.
And Atomic putting
That's not
pressure
gonna help
onto the
much.
sentry, forcing the Spyro to push back, well, pull back. And we got the Uber coming out, and Spy gets cut out there. Spies, you
Where's
cannot
the-
kill them when they're Ubered. And
Where's the
we've got a bunch
sentry?
of Sub-Zero going
Oh,
down,
here it
sentries
is.
coming up. This looks like it could be very well be a hold. And we're just going to reset onto this last hold on upward.
At this point, the roll that Sub-Zero had from point 2 is gone. So we're back to the zombie fortress final upper point.
Yeah, and we're gonna. This should be a good hold that Spyro can get out here. Everything looks pretty standard. Combo holding in tiles, that's such a good place to hold. You are there to deny any kind of offensive positioning of the other combo, and you can quickly be back down on the cart.
Both teams
And
have
we have
Uber, so
Sub-Zero coming in,
we're gonna see a push very, very soon.
moving up.
Spy gets caught out.
Oh yeah,
Can't do
Spy
anything.
coming out. Uber is exchanged, and the Spy is trying to backstab the Ubered. Oh, and Spyro getting by far the best of this Uber exchange. They popped a little later. It might have been a bit of an early pop from Sub-Zero. Zygon on Boris action, giving him some back love. And he's just... Admiral Zygon is just gonna kind of hang around here in the back, try and do some more work.
The red demo has a single HP, but he's gonna escape and get health.
Oh, and Zygon caught out. A little greedy there. Okay, and what are we gonna have going on now? Boris holding again. Tiles. Reset after that.
Poor the red spy got caught out again, just trying to get behind point positions.
Various keeping the cart from going backwards, even putting on some more pressure onto it. You know, that's one of the good things about Upwards, is you can do a bit of that cap sneak. And Uber is getting exchanged in tiles, desperately trying to click through to it. And
Right,
what I can tell
Boris
from the
is-
frags is that
Boris is a fat,
Boris
a
just
fat
clean.
Reddit.
Once again. So we're just going to get another reset on this last defense.
Which, considering there's a 3.35 cap time for all of the other points, is very good for Spyro.
They need to make that recovery.
I think they are. I say as Spy and Demo go down.
But Boris
And
drops
so
down
the-
and puts out... Oh, but not enough. Boris cannot do enough there to prevent the cap.
He can, he just didn't want to.
So there is... a respectable 7-minute and 30-second time set by Sub-Zero.
That's a lot better than the previous round. Gonna be a lot closer.
You know, that is a doable push, but it will require some strong play on offense. And Atomic there using the texture glitch. That spot, I mean, every demo should just use it. It's a good spot, even though it will get countered, 99% of the time. We got the sentry being placed up on cliff. That's a very standard position. With the Wrangler, it can do a lot of work, protect it from a lot of spam. Just a strong
Where's
place
the
to put a
engineer?
sentry.
Oh, he's down there.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'm going to watch Blackened, and he is waiting for the shot. Oh, doesn't quite get it. And there he goes, onto Alpha. And now he gets Boris into his sights, and oh, he is blinded by love. Boris retreating on 100 health. He needs to get some health. With Kiryu is just... He's just, waiting out there, staying in spawn like a good medic does, letting his team do some work, soften up the field for him to come in.
The only 2 deaths for Red so far were the sniper and the spy. I'm wondering how soon Spyro is gonna push because of this.
Well, they are making that push, and they are getting close to the checkpoint. You really need the
They don't
sentry to
have
do
enough
more
pet
work there,
classes.
and let us see, they are coming around. Saigon gets caught out, and he's going to go down. Oh, burnt to flames before he gets the fall death. And the Uber comes out, and they are going to exchange Ubers.
The red Uber is so much better.
They were able to hold on to it for a lot longer. It seems like on this every story Thomas on D, they're just holding on to their Uber much better. But still,
The medic gets piped and needs to retreat back a bit.
oh! First, the soldier damage into Blacken's little body shot, and that is how you take out the medic. Teamwork and cooperation. Sub-Zero are going to build on last here. And we're just going to get chases on the... Yep, gets
They're
taken care
spawn
of by
camping the
Cog.
red teleporter. I wonder if anyone's gonna fall for it. No, they decided against it.
And we're just going to get some contested play on Cliff a bit, but sPiro getting it, keeping the momentum going forward.
The red combo is holding up inside of house.
Yeah.
Failed.
Some
Failed.
scout action going on between Analog and Vita. And Analog gets the best of it in the end.
The medic gets shanked by the blue spy.
Yep, and there are only 3 up on Sub-Zero. This should be a push. But the sentry gun is still up. They should just be able to rescue Rangered out. Good play by the NG there. And Zygon coming in around, he sees the combo. He knows what he wants. He's looking at that big fat back. Oh, he sees the Uber popped, so instead he goes for a demo, but he doesn't quite get that.
That should have been a backstab. Team Fortress 2, please.
Hit Reg, please fix. So in the end, we get that Uber coming out from sPiro, but they don't get much from it. Instead, they just lose a bunch of players as they seem to overextend themselves. And Atomic putting out damage towards Boris.
I watched the scout battle between Analog and Vita. That was very interesting.
They do seem to be getting into it with each other.
That's generally what scouts do in Highlander, isn't it?
Nothing like 2 Bostonians going at it man to man.
You speak with experience?
You know, they just, they fight with themselves whenever they can. They just gotta prove something. Unwitty coming around on the flank. Unwitty! And he just backs off. He softened him up though, and, you know, got some stuff out going in there, and Blue should be pushing there. They've got numbers.
Red is 5 up, you know. And two of those classes are the spy and engineer, which can't really do anything against a push.
And Unwitty's going to come in here and do a bit of the spawn camp, just make sure the NG doesn't get set up. But he gets seen, and so he's going to be forced to retreat.
He escapes, though.
Chase.
Nope, never
Oh
mind.
no, Chase! He had the combo in his sights, but he just gets caught out. He's going to return, but they're on to him now. Atomic is too... No, Atomic does not know what's going on.
Not the first time.
Oh, but his medic does. And Chase gets taken out there.
Did he get... He got a bone saw off of him.
He got
They
a
have Uber
saw
now.
off, they got Uber. Not as crucial when you're defending and you're on equal Uber. It just gives you a bit more margin for error. But really, if you are on just slightly ahead Uber on defense, you do not want to pop it and give the other team like a 75% advantage.
Oh yeah, for sure. It just means it can't surprise
Okay,
them.
and we're getting
Oh,
the Uber exchange
okay.
now. sPiro doing more of a solo Uber, now bringing the Pyro in to clean up. And they are going to get the best of that
And
exchange.
the red med falls down the pit. Poor kid.
Admiral Zygon getting that unwitty stab. Well,
There
he was
should be
trying to take out
times 3 on the
Sentry.
cart. There's like 3.
Yeah, no, they're getting it now. And this looks like they are going to get the cap. Are they going to get it now? Yeah, with about a minute's cushion. GG. Well played. So how do you feel about that match, Brookie?
I would have felt better if someone didn't spoil it for me. But that was very interesting to watch.
Yes, Atomic, when we are going to cast your match, please do not tell us the results.
I was playing my match, and I guess right after he finishes it, he's like, "We lost to Spyro 2-0."
I got live updates whenever he was not playing. Well, by that I mean during the first half and then after the game.
And whenever he died, he just told you, "I died." Something? Is this what he
No,
did?
I am saying only during the first half and after the game ended.
Poor you.
Anyways.
You have to talk with Atomic.
Thank you for joining us for this cast. We love you, Atomic and Boris. Good matches all
Sorry
around.
for not waiting for your cashews.
Sorry for
The game
not
went too
catching your air pipes onto Unwitty, Atomic. We heard about them. Apparently they were glorious. And thank you for joining us for this cast.
Bye.